Do you remember the excitement of dating when you were younger? Even if you're over 50, dating can still be a great experience. The emotions tied to dating remain the same, regardless of age, because the heart doesn't age as the body does. There's a saying that age is just a number, and it holds true in dating too. Welcome back to the Woman Signals. If you're new here, please subscribe to get more valuable insight about dating. Feeling nervous about dating after 50? The dating scene has changed over time, leaving many wondering about the right way to date and what to do or avoid. In this post, we're here to help. We'll share some valuable advice to ease your worries and help you feel more confident about dating again. Stick around as we offer tips and guidance to make your dating experience more enjoyable. 1. Meet in public first. Prioritize safety by always meeting your date in public places initially and informing friends and family of your whereabouts. Follow this practice until you feel entirely comfortable. Exercise caution with personal information and refrain from oversharing details about your residence, workplace, family, and finances during the early stages of knowing someone. 2. Stick to your boundaries. Set and keep your boundaries confidently, aligning your dating approach with your comfort level. Communicate your preferences openly, whether it involves not indulging in a first date kiss or preferring exclusivity. 3. Discuss sex up front. Initiate discussions about intimacy up front to communicate your wants and needs and prevent misunderstandings. Be honest about your readiness or unwillingness for sexual activity, and make sure that your date does not have a history of sexually transmitted infections and related issues. 4. Never give or send anyone money. Watch out for dating scams targeting seniors, particularly when someone discloses financial hardships early in the relationship. Trust your instincts and avoid sending money to anyone, regardless of compelling stories. 5. Be patient. Exercise patience in the pursuit of love, understanding that genuine connections take time. Whether through traditional means or senior dating apps, prioritize meeting new people and having fun. Believe that you'll meet the right person at the right time. 15 tips for dating after 50. Whether you are widowed, single, or divorced, you can still go ahead and date for good reasons. 1. Be truthful. If asked, be honest about your age. Senior singles have a lot of life experience and great stories to share. There is nothing wrong with being any age, so no need to hide it. Be proud of who you are and all you've accomplished to get you to this place in your life. It's your time to shine. 2. Figure out what you want. Think about what you want before you start this process. Are you seeking a long-term relationship with serious commitment, or are you looking for friendship or simply companionship? What criteria and qualities, e.g., loyalty, seniority, or congeniality, are important to you? What are your non-negotiables, e.g., no drugs, must have a job, etc.? It is important to figure out what you want so you do not waste your or anyone else's time. 3. Don't stress over your past. You may have the baggage of insecurities from the past. It could be related to failed intimate relationships, children, and their problems. These issues could be related to your health, past marriages, or wedlock. We can't change our past. You have a choice. You can look to your past with dread and regret, or you can look at it as a teacher. Find the lessons in what has happened. Find strength in what you've overcome. No need to dwell in the past, especially not when on the date. In case it is hard to process and let go, seek professional help and get clarity before going into the dating pool. 4. Be yourself. One of the most important things to remember is to be who you are. You don't have to hide or portray yourself as someone other than who you really are to attract people. Remember, when you are comfortable with yourself, you can date smoothly and find your soulmate who would love you for your uniqueness. Do not let your age or any kind of insecurity keep you from socializing with prospective partners. Five, don't give up. No matter your age, dating involves ups and downs. Finding someone compatible after 50 may not be as simple as it was years ago when you were young and life experiences were fewer. You may not find that right person on your first few dates. It could take weeks or months to find the best match. Until then, use this as an opportunity to meet new people, learn more about yourself, and appreciate the time on your own. It may take some time, so enjoy your singlehood and don't give up too soon. 6. Take it steady. Chances are, something has happened to get you to this place of being single again. You may have recently gotten divorced, lost a companion, or ended a long relationship. There needs to be time to heal. A new partner can't be the fix-all, and many times getting involved in an intimate relationship too quickly after a breakup can lead to a new set of problems. No one else can make you happy. Dating is an opportunity to find someone who can add to your life, not be the thing that will make life worth living again. Take it slow and steady. When you are over 50 and dating, you should take it slow so that you do not hurt yourself emotionally. 7. Don't trash talk your ex. No matter what may have happened with your ex, it's not the time to talk about it on a date. You may have thoughts about previous relationships or about men and women in general and how they have done you wrong, but sharing that early on is not a good idea. Your new companion may consider you mean, negative, or bitter, and may be hesitant to go out with you again. 8. Expand your reach. Don't fix on a type when you are stepping into the dating scenario after 50. Meet people from different professions, cultures, regions, or backgrounds. It would be refreshing to date people from distinctive environments, as they could make your dating experience adventurous and fun-filled. 9. Begin with light conversations. The initial dates could make you anxious, especially when you are dating after decades. Keep conversations lighthearted and straightforward. Don't ask serious questions or discuss sensitive topics related to matrimony. For example, don't talk about honeymoons, children, or religious expectations, as those are serious topics. It would be too soon to talk about them. Keep the topics light and focused on one another. Remember, you are looking for a loving partnership and are not in for a business deal. Remember, you are looking to form a union built on love and mutual respect. 10. Try online dating. In case you are skeptical about dating after 50, you can try online dating by finding an appropriate matchmaking or dating site. You need to set up your dating profile, add a few pictures, and describe yourself briefly. When you begin chatting or talking with your online date, you can try flirting to keep the conversation interesting. However, do not go overboard. Also, don't take too much time to respond to your date, as it may make you appear rude or uninterested. Even asking too soon may be too fast. Hence, try to find a sweet time spot. You should also be aware of online dating frauds. Some people make fake profiles and try to pull in your personal information and trick you. A few red flags to watch out for include dating websites asking for too much information. Every profile looks like a celebrity, someone getting too emotional or wanting to meet you at a strange place, and someone asking for money. Be careful and don't fall into such traps. 11. Don't give a big deal about sex. When you are not ready or delighted with your new relationship, you shouldn't have sex. You need to wait and spend some more time with your partner and get comfortable. Be open if you need time. Just because you are worried they might leave you or that you are aging, it doesn't mean you should have sex. Give some time for passion and romance to bloom before you initiate intimacy. Listen to your guts, and you will know when it is the right time. 12. Be free to have fun. Don't control yourself too much or do things that you don't want to, just to keep your companion close. It is okay if you have no intention of marriage or are just looking for a casual relationship. Whatever it is, let your partner know about it so that they don't have assumptions and expectations. Don't introduce them to the family. You may have found the right companion who holds similar interests, but you cannot decide in a few dates whether the relationship will last. Therefore, it is wise to keep your dating to yourself. Do not rush to introduce your partner to your friends, family, or even children. Do not start planning a wedding right away. Take your time. Enjoy the moments of togetherness. Once you sense your relationship has baked substantially, you can take the next step of letting your partner acquaint themselves with your family. 14. Don't compare your dates or relationships. Don't compare your current date with any of your exes. Each person is different, and every relationship is unique. Thus, you should not gauge your new relationship with all your previous ones. It would either make your date feel hurt or disgusted. In either case, they might not want to meet you again. 15. Take your call for the next date. In case you had a good time with your date and want to make a second one, you can ask them out. However, if your heart says no and you don't feel connected, you can move ahead. But if your date initiates or asks for a second date, answer them politely and let them know your thoughts. Don't avoid or ignore and hurt their feelings. If you like their company, try courting them long enough to be sure of them. There you have it, guys. 15 tips and guidance to make your dating experience more enjoyable. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in a comment section below. Feel free to share this video with friends who need this advice. And if you want to support our channel, you can use super thanks below. We truly appreciate your support. Thanks for watching, and see you on next video.